everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Renee. So for those of you that are new, I recently started this BookTube channel and I wanted to come on here and let you know about a book challenge for the year 2022 that I have been doing with a couple of coworkers. For those that haven't watched my previous videos, I work in a middle school library in northern Wisconsin, and a coworker of mine, I had started a book group, and she said to me outside of the book group, would you be interested in doing a book challenge with me this year? And of course, I'm not going to turn a challenge down. So, and then I invited one other person into the group. So there's 3 of us at work that are doing this challenge. And there are 50 prompts. I have never read 50 books in 1 year. So this is going to be an actual challenge for me. So I wanted to come on here. I have read about half of the books for the 50 book prompts, and we're also, one book can't count for multiple prompts. We're going to try to go through all of the prompts using just one book each. So as we round towards the end of the year, maybe if we're struggling, we'll use one book for a couple of prompts. But I thought I would just share what the prompts are, and then at some point I will come on and share so many books at a time that I have done for each prompt. So it'll be like a couple of videos to complete the 2022 book challenge. So the first prompt is to read a book with a color in the name. Book 2 prompt is set in a foreign country. Number 3 is recommended by a friend. Prompt 4 is read a book that's part of a series. 5 is, I'm also reading this because I can't memorize 50 of them. I'm old. Prompt 5 is that you should have read when you were in school. 6 is on a book that's on the New York Times bestseller list. 7 is already on your bookshelves. 8 is read a book with an animal in the name. 9 is a book from an author you already know. 10 is about health and wellness. 11, with a pretty book cover. 12, more than 20 years old. 13 is that it was released in the year you were born. Let me tell you, it was kind of hard to find books that were released in 1980. I'm not gonna lie. If you can think of some books that were released in 1980, not 1981, 1982, 1980, let me know. I'm curious. Then prompt 14 is published this year. 15, translated from another language. 16 is with a female protagonist. 17 is a book that's a memoir. 18 is with a one-word title. 19, that was made into a movie. 20, over 500 pages long. 21, under 100 pages long. 22 is a book with a music or art theme. 23 is some book that involves water. 24 is with a green book cover. 25 is set in the 1800s. 26 is a book with a magical element. Number 27 is that's a one-hit wonder, so from an author that has only released one book, and when I make the video about the books that I filled each prompt, The book that I read for this one-hit wonder was actually a one-hit wonder when I read it, but by the time I make the video, book 2 of this author's book will have come out. Okay, so 28 is about nature. 29 is with chapter titles, so not just chapter 1, chapter 2, it'll be like The Sunset is a chapter, or The Dark Knight is another chapter, something with chapter titles. 30 is with an index. 31 is with a map in the front. I don't know about you, I love books with maps. It just like, to see how the setting is. I mean, your imagination can do a lot, but it is kind of cool to see a little map of what the area of what's going on in the story is. 32 is a book that you heard from a coworker. 33 is a book that was bought from your local bookstore. 34 is a young adult novel. 35 is only published as an ebook. 36 is a book about sports. 37 is something that's a murder mystery. 38 is featuring the LGBTQ plus community. 39 is by an author who shares your name. 40 is a book on audio read by the author. 41 is that's a guilty pleasure. 42 is a book that's written by 2 authors. 43 is a book of poetry. 44 is a book about business. 45 is about current events. 46 is a book that everyone is talking about. 47 is a book that is based on a real person. 48 is a book that's a coming of age story. 49 is a book about something science related. And 50 is a book that just makes you smile. So I do want to say that in doing this book challenge, seeing I work in a middle school library, I tried to keep all the prompts that I could used with a middle grade or YA book. Some of them I had to do an adult novel, but most of them are going to be middle grade or YA because there's so many books. I try to keep all of the books that I read a middle grader YA because then again, that helps me when a student comes into the library looking for a recommendation. I want to make sure that I have read titles that are in our library so that I know, hey, you're looking for a mystery book, this one's great. Or you wanted a science fiction book, this one's good. An adventure book, this, fishing. I want to know my library and I want to be able to help the kids the best I can when they're looking for a book. So that is the 2022 book challenge that I've been working on. And let me tell you also, it's been kind of hard because on the BookTube community, there's been these reading challenges and they aren't always challenges that would fit some of the prompts that I have to fulfill. So I'm very curious what my end of the year Goodreads total will be. I'm excited for this. I love challenges. So that is the challenge, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like, leave me a comment, maybe leave me I just did a BookTube dog tag video. Why don't you leave me an emoji of a dog in the comments? Okay, everyone, have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.